This video is sponsored by Axlabs Guitar Hardware. Hi there, Perfecto de Castro here and welcome to my channel. I hope you're having a great day. So this will be another guitar tinkering video. Axlabs has just sent me this package containing a Strat Pickguard loaded with Grover Jackson Habanero pickups. So we have a lot of guitar tinkering action ahead. We'll take a real close look at this Habanero loaded pickguard. I will install it into my Crafter Type 1 class Modern Soul S-style guitar. Then of course, you will hear what this pickguard and the Habanero pickups sound like. Here we go. Axlabs Guitar Hardware is under the same company that brings us Floyd Rose tremolo systems. And their mission is to provide us with top-shelf, high-quality guitar components. From knobs to switch tips to guitar bridges to electronic components like potentiometers, output jacks, and pickups. Everything is top shelf. Thank you Axlabs for sponsoring this video and for sending me my very own Habanero loaded Strat pickguard. For more information, I will put a link to the Axlabs website in the video description, so go check it out. Okay, unboxing time. It is a fairly simple box. There's not much to it. Okay, so open the box. We have some nice foam padding, and here is the pickguard. It is as simple as it gets. Now this pickguard is already loaded and fully wired up. So installation should be nice and easy. Though I still need to do a little bit of soldering. So I need to solder the ground wire from the guitar's tremolo claw to the back of one of these pots as a ground. And the other bit of soldering that I need to do is with the output jack. It's going to be a shame to desolder this beautiful soldering job. Look at that. Really, really nice. But I need to feed the wire through the cavity in the guitar, so there is no way around that. So we start with an 11-hole Strat pickguard. This should be a drop-in replacement on any Strat style pickguard with, 11 screw holes. But we'll see for sure in a little bit. And then these are the Grover Jackson Habanero single coils. Now, one interesting tidbit about these Habanero single coils is the staggering of the pole pieces, which Grover Jackson modified so that it fits the more modern, fretboard radiuses and string gauges better. So tech talk for nerds, according to the website, the neck and the middle pickups have a 6.5K resistance, and the bridge is slightly higher at 6.9K. The magnets are Alnico 3. And these are hand wound here in California. Now here's a look at the underside of the pickguard. We have some nice shielding to keep the noise down, and the cloth covered wires are actually twisted and braided in a neat fashion. Look at that. The solder joints are very, very nice. Look at that. Very clean. Way cleaner than I'll ever hope to do. And this has my favorite orange drop capacitor. Now these potentiometers are Axlab branded and they are supposed to be true taper. So we will see about that in a little bit once we start pulling some sounds out of it. And here's another look at the Pure Tone output jack, which I've already shown you guys in the Fender Cunife install video. So the main selling point of this Pure Tone output jack is the number of contacts. Look at that. It will grab your cable and not let go and pump it full of signal. Okay, finally, the last thing to talk about is the switch tip, which they are really proud and actually have it mentioned in the product page for this pickguard. This is very secure. So if you've ever had a switch tip fly in the heat of performance because you kept switching your pickups, then you can have peace of mind that this Axlabs switch tip will stay in place. I can't even pull it out. Okay, so let's take a look at the Patient. Okay, so this is my Crafter Type 1 class Modern Soul S-style guitar. I got this from my recent trip to Seoul, South Korea, where I visited the Crafter Guitars factory. There is some exciting news upcoming, so stay tuned for that. Now, reason number one why I chose this guitar to install the Habanero loaded pickguard on is to test the staggering of the pole pieces. So this guitar has a modern 14-inch radius. It's either 12 or 14, but anyway, flatter than vintage. So I wanted to test how that works with the newer radius, because it is, after all, one of the features. And finally, the last reason is that this guitar is due for a string change. So yeah, while the strings are off, it just made good sense to tinker some more with it. Okay, so I am going to set up my bench right here and get to work so that you guys can enjoy this time lapse of the install. I really don't want to desolder this, but I have no choice. Okay, we might have to rethink this. Okay, the pickguard is not an exact fit, so this might be more for a regular Strat. Okay, you can see the cutout right here. Okay, the Crafter has the modern spoke wheel adjustment at the butt end of the neck. So this needs to be tweaked. But other than that, it should have been a drop-in fit. Whatever. Okay, well, change of plans. Okay, here is the new plan. This is a J-Craft S3 vintage relic. J-Craft is a guitar brand in the Philippines, and this is more in line with, you know, traditional, typical Strat style guitars. This still has a 14-inch radius, so we'll still be able to check the, you know, the staggering of the pole pieces to see if that really works. But I think this should be a more fairly straightforward install, since this doesn't have the spoke wheel adjustment here at the heel. So yeah. If you're considering this pickguard, the Habanero loaded pickguard from Axlabs, and your guitar has the spoke wheel adjustment, you're going to have to get the Dremel out and do a little adjusting at this part. Okay, so I'm not going to bother with the time lapse of dismantling this guitar through magic. This pickguard will be off. This is turning out to be a fun install. Bear with me. Okay, first things first, I don't think I can avoid modifying this part of the pickguard to make it, you know, fit this guitar. And that's fine and is to be expected. You can't account for every style of guitar out there. So there will be stuff that needs to be tweaked to make things fit. Okay, so that's one. I'm gonna try something to hopefully not need to do that, but you'll see in a little bit. And then the other sort of issue is the location of this orange drop capacitor right here. Okay, so on this guitar, the routing is on the shallow side. So when you lay the pickguard on, this part is, you know, bulging because the orange drop capacitor is pushing down against the wood. Okay, again, no fault of the Axlabs hardware. It's just we have to make do. And this is why we love tinkering, because we get to exercise our problem-solving skills. Okay, if there's a will, there is a way. I didn't install all the screws. They're not in alignment because of this part of the pickguard pushing up. I will probably take care of that a little bit later on. But for now, I think that is good, just so that we can hear what the pickups sound like. Okay, I'm going to finish up and then restring, and we are going to plug it in. Yeah, more time lapse. Okay, time for some strings and then jam time. Well, it is alive. Yeah. It's just here in the room, but let me give you my first impressions. Okay, I really like the Habanero set. It is a very modern feeling pickup. I'm using the third channel of the Rev G120, which is, you know, the chewy, high gainish channel. I don't have the gain all the way up. It's maybe around 1 o'clock, so it's not like uber high gain, but it's not your daddy's overdrive either. And that is the bridge pickup. Usually for high gain tones, Strat bridge pickups are really difficult to stand. You get that, you know, that sharp ice pick in the ear feel, but this is very smooth. Very articulate. Very nice under the fingers too, very comfortable. Let's go to the neck pickup. Nice body, nice bottom, and without being muffled. Now, let's go to the middle pickup. I will say that this is the most musical middle pickup I have played. Prior to this, I really dug the Area 67 from DiMarzio as a middle pickup, which was in one of my Strat's injector pickguard a while back. But I know this trumps it. And I am not a middle pickup user. In fact, in a lot of my guitars, my Super Strats, I bypass the middle pickup. I just use them for the positions 2 and 4. But if I can get away with it, middle position would be neck and bridge. However, with the Habanero loaded pickguard, I may have found a use for the middle pickup. Position 2, bridge and middle. Okay, here's a quick tip. The way this Habanero pickguard is wired, the furthermost tone is assigned to the bridge, as opposed to the vintage style, you know, tones to the neck and middle only. So, a really cool tone my friend Henning Pauly showed me is to roll down the tone on the bridge and put it in position 2, and you have this, you know, like notched filter sound. Or cocktail, the less politically correct term for it. Even the bridge pickup with the tone down sounds good. Okay, that is why I like the orange drop capacitor. It's just so musical. Okay, position 4, neck and middle. First impressions, very, very good. Okay, so next few minutes, I will put up proper guitar clips. That way you can hear the Habanero loaded pickguard, clean, crunch, and dirty. Okay, here's some more sound clips of this Axlabs Habanero loaded pickguard. I am running this time into a clean Fenderish style amp with just a hint of reverb. Here's the neck pickup. Here is position 4, neck and middle. Here is the middle pickup. Here is position 2, bridge and middle. Finally, bridge pickup. Okay, let's give it a little bit of boost. I'm going to turn on an orange squeezer style compressor. Okay, middle pickup. I really like the middle pickup. I can't deny it. Okay, middle and neck, position 4. And finally, neck pickup. Okay, let's switch to a different flavor amp. This is a Marshall Plexi style amp with some delay and reverb. And at some points, I will kick in a boost and an overdrive. Okay, I'm gonna turn on tube style overdrive. Even with an overdrive, it's very dynamic. Okay, should I go with heavier gain? I will say that as good as these pickups are, they are not high gain pickups. They can probably get away with a little bit of Malmsteen. I don't know. Should I try? Let's try.
Enjoy.
Okay, here is my Yngwie Malmsteen style patch. Okay, it's not quite there, and understandably so, because these habaneros are hot 60s style pickups. They're not, you know, single stacked humbuckers for hard rock. But even with this high gain and a virtual tube screamer in front, you can hear all the notes separation. See, maybe if I add a booster, let's see, it's gonna raise the noise level, but what the heck. You could probably get away with it with a plug-in like I'm using right now. But I bet if I'm going through a proper 100-watt tube amp at stage volume, then yeah, the noise would be a little hard to tame. Okay, let's try another tone. This is my Soldano style patch. I don't know. Even as a studio tool, I think you can get a lot out of these pickups. pickup. Can't get over it. Okay, so here are my thoughts on this Habanero loaded pickguard from Axlabs Guitar hardware. So as already mentioned, these pickups sound really, really good. I enjoy playing them a lot, and I am actually surprised, especially by the middle pickup. Honestly, this is a pickup that I really don't use. And I found myself gravitating to it and playing it more and more during the first impression and during the sound clips. The pots feel nice and solid and has a really musical taper to them. Okay, you can really hear the swell of the signal. Okay. The switch feels nice and sturdy, and as advertised, the switch tip is really on there. See, it's not even budging. And the tapering on the tone pots is very nice too. I also have to mention that I have not touched the pickup heights. So yeah, straight out of the box, installed into this guitar. However they set these up, it works for me. The pure tone jack is as stable as it gets. It has a very solid and satisfying click as soon as you plug in your guitar cable. That's not gonna go anywhere. Okay, so those are all the positive things, and that should be enough for you to consider the Habanero set. Now, I approached this project from an amateur guitar tinkerer's point of view. And if you have your, beloved S-style guitar, regardless what brand it is, you have to take the drop-in replacement aspect of this pickguard set with a little grain of salt. But I have to stress that that is not a point against the Habanero loaded pickguard from Axlabs. In fact, this is a general rule of thumb that applies to every third-party or aftermarket pickguard or replacement part. You will have to do a bit of tweaking, sometimes a lot of tweaking, to make aftermarket parts fit. As I've shown you earlier, the cavity routes on this J-Craft guitar is not deep enough, so I'm not sure if that is standard across all import guitars or Chinese-made guitars or overseas-made guitars, but yeah, there is that possibility. See. Plus, the placement of that beefy orange drop capacitor did not help things. I mean, if you compare it to the pickguard that came off of this guitar, look at those tiny capacitors. See, there's no comparison. So this definitely fits, and now I have to make a decision. There's no question that I really like this loaded pickguard, and I want to keep using it. The question is, should I reroute this body, take a Dremel to it, and make the cavity deeper just so that I can flatten this out? The other option is to just play it as is. It doesn't really hurt the guitar. It just looks weird. And being the relic that it is, it just adds to the whole, tinkered guitar vibe. I don't know, I don't mind it. Or I can take the pickguard off and figure out a way to install it onto my crafter. Decisions. What should I do? Let me know in the comments. Okay, there you have it. That is this awesome Axlabs guitar hardware. Strat pickguard loaded with Grover Jackson Habanero pickups. That's a mouthful. There should be a nicer name for it. Habanero pickups, loaded pickguard of awesomeness. Anyway, big thanks to Axlabs Guitar Hardware for sponsoring this video and for giving me free reign in presenting this loaded pickguard with Habaneros. I can't even say it. This Habanero loaded Strat pickguard to all you guys. And again, I invite you to check out the details of this Habanero loaded pickguard and the rest of the Axlabs product line through their website, axlabshardware.com. Link is in the description. And since you made it this far, give this video a thumbs up, like, hit subscribe if you haven't yet, and don't forget to ring that bell. And let me know what you think about, the pickups, the pickguard, the whole ordeal. Trying to fit this pickguard into a guitar. Let me know how you enjoyed the video. Put it in the comments. Okay, there's an end card. Go watch another video, then go grab your guitar and play something. Practice makes... Bye, guys.